everyone, Paul from Master Scale Modeller. Review today of the Tarangus SAAB J37 Viggen. Myself and Lee at UMP just become stockist of the Tarangus kits. Very nice subjects, all Swedish aircraft. They do a variety, the Viggen, the Lansen. We're talking about 6 of them at the minute. Just head on over to the UMP retail.com website, have a look. They're all listed on there ready to buy now, all the prices are there, and we're a little bit cheaper than most places as well, which is good to pass on to you guys as well. So, big fan of the Viggen, always like the Viggen. There's not been really that many decent kits of it out. I think there's a couple of older ones knocking about still, and Hasegawa make one I believe as well, but the Hasegawa kits seem to be a little bit fiddly to make, but that's probably the best one that was out there before this. I had a quick look through the box of this because I honestly couldn't wait once I got my hands on it, and it looks to be an absolutely beautiful kit. Really nice for a small company to come out and produce a kit. Like I said, I think it's about the 6th kit of this quality. It is really good. So really looking forward to having a look at this. This will also become the next ISM video build, so you'll see me build this on camera over a series of videos over the next few months. Hopefully it won't take as long as the F-15. I want to progress through this quite quick, so we'll see how that goes. We've got a new camera angle to try out today. We've got the normal overhead, and we've got another overhead as well, which is zoomed in. So hopefully when my hands are out showing you the sprue, I can zoom straight in to the smaller parts without having to move around too much. We'll see how it goes today, and we'll see how that plays out, and hopefully I can continue to use that, and we'll use it in the build videos as well, which will be really nice. So, cracking box art. It is really nice. A very nice depiction of the Viggen, one flying ahead and one turning away, so you get a good look at the underside. The back of the box is blank. On the side we've got a bit of information about the makers, where they are, the Swedish, their address, their website, warnings, the model itself, and another depiction of the box art. On the side you got the model number, which is TA4803, and on the other side exactly the same as well. So on the front, like I say, it's cracking box art. Really do like that. Be nice to get a print of that. Look nice on the ceiling, not the wall, because I have no wall space for pictures. All my pictures are now on the ceiling, screwed upside down, which Mike Cohen thinks I am absolutely mental for doing. One thing I will say, these boxes are really tight, which isn't a bad thing because they don't come open on accidentally. They're certainly not like bloody Revel boxes which just crush at the slightest thing. So we'll put that to one side. In the box we have the instructions, the colour callouts, the decal sheets, the decal callouts, the decal sheets, and a fantastic camo scheme, which is the one I'll be doing, funnily enough. So pop that to one side for now. We've got a large bag of all the sprues, and we have a small bag of the clear. I'm going to pop that down there where we always do. We'll pop the clear to one side for now, and we'll have a look at this. They're all stored in one big bag. Not a fan of this, I will admit it. I would prefer they were individually packaged. Hopefully over time that'll happen, but they are safely packaged in there, and it's good quality plastic. It's not soft plastic like Airfix, which will get ruined. So they're in there. I'll cancel the sprues. We'll get everything out first, and we'll have a little look. Like I said, I have had a look at this previously, so I have had a sneak peek. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 8 sprues in total. What we'll do is we'll start with the upper and lower wings, purely and simply because they are in my hand. So as you can see, you got one piece, that's going to be the lower, that's the same for the top fuselage. They're all one piece, so you're not going to have any seam down the middle, which is lovely. Should be just on the side. Hopefully it'll mould in with the actual shape of the aircraft itself, and you're not going to have too much filling troubles at all. You've got what looks like a landing wheel bay with a little bit of detail in there, which is quite nice. Yeah, we'll try the new camera shot. So we go from the big one to the zoomed in one. So there's the detail on the wheel well, which is nice. You could probably add a bit more if you wanted to, and the panel lines and what have you are very nicely made. They are really crisply moulded. They're not too deep, they're not too wide. The details all there, all the way across, all the way down to the back, so it's going to hold a wash beautifully. and it really is going to look up the part once done. Another amount of parts on this sprue. You've got a couple of pylons, a couple of bits and bobs here and there. And like I say, that looks like the lower part of the fuselage. Ejector pin marks are all on the side. There's none in anywhere that's going to cause any problems at all. The plastic is really nice plastic. It's nice and hard. It's not soft or brittle. So it is going to hopefully take things like extra thin well. Whereas Airfix can be a little bit soft and rebel and what have you. This should take it really well. But that surface detail is really nice. Those panel lines are really impressive. So there's the, I'm going to guess, the upper wing surfaces and the lower fuselage. We'll move that for now. We've now got the lower wing surfaces. Now, no flash anywhere at all. I've had a look through. It was the first thing I looked for. There was none on there anywhere I could see, so that was nice. Again, surface detail is beautiful. All the way down, right to the panel lines, all the inspection hatches. Again, your wheel well again, same as before. And again, all these panel lines, really crisply moulded. And then you've got the intakes, which are two-piece. So top and bottom, I think it's Patrick's making it on the forum, and he's done an absolutely brilliant job of that. So they shouldn't cause too much trouble at all. Just literally single piece top and bottom, glued them together, a little bit of filler. And like I say, the injection pin marks are inside, all hidden. So they're not going to cause any dramas whatsoever, and that should, from what I've seen by Patrick's, he's literally assembled his upper and lower wing surfaces. It goes together almost perfectly, so hopefully minimal filler needed, but you'll see that in my build anyway. So again, beautiful, really crispy done. Those panel lines are absolutely, I would say, perfect. They're going to hold the wash really well, which is really going to add to the build. Like I said, I can't see any problems there at all. All the sprues are labelled. They labelled the aircraft itself. It's side on, but you can see it, and actually numbered as well. Lettered as well. So not a problem there. Like I say, for a small company, they really are doing well with their first few kits. I'll certainly be adding a few more to the collection over time, and hopefully they'll bring a few more out as well. Now we've got one on the side. Have we got another one of these? Yeah, we have. It's one of the side parts of the fuselage. We've got the reverse thruster part for the engine, which we'll have a close look at there. So again, they're beautifully depicted. Row wheels are there as well. They're rather nice. They're two-piece. They have a little pin that goes through them. If we turn it over to the back, you can see there. They're not going to cause any dramas to do. And we've got more like landing gear parts, I'd say. I'm literally guessing here what they are. Landing gear, looks like a fuel tank. But again, really nicely moulded, really crisp. The surface detail is really nice, especially on those reverse thrusters. That is really nice, quite impressed by that. Certainly going to add to the build, because I think they're visible on the aircraft, because in the park position I think they're half down, if I remember correctly. I've got a few aftermarket parts on the way for this. I don't know what's on the way yet. Hopefully there's a few bits, so we'll compare them as we build it, and we'll see what the light kit part of the aftermarket, because they come from Maestro models, which is another part of Tarangus, if I remember right. But again, beautiful parts there. No flash on there. I can't even see one wisp of flash anywhere. They're all got a bit of rivet detail there, which I actually nearly missed. So we've got some nice rivet detail along there, along with the nice panel lines again. So again, they're going to look rather nice once you're done. And you get a wash in there, it's going to look rather pretty. So very good. Another nice sprue. Upper fuselage now with the cockpit and the nose. The nose is in two pieces. I've seen again Patrick build his, needs a little bit of filler, smidge of glue, job done. Single piece always preferable, but it's a new company, so they're not going to have slide molding technology. So it's a two-piecer, and I've seen, like I say, Patrick got his really quick, jumped straight into building it, so I've already had a little preview of how it comes together. And his nose cone's gone together well. I don't know if Patrick had a nose weight. I certainly will be, as a matter of course. I shall go back to Patrick's thread and have a look. Got the cockpit there, which we'll get to in a minute, and the upper fuselage, which, again, nice panel lines, nice rivet detail, inspection hatches, all rather nice. quite impressive. I'll just go to the overhead. There you go. You can have a look down. So shouldn't be any dramas there at all. I think Patrick's literally coming to attaching his fuselage. Now I'm going to spin this round because we've got the cockpit. Now kit cockpits in 48 scale, not always great. They don't always have a ton of detail. This one isn't too bad actually, considering it's a small company making them. The detail is there. You could paint that up, dry brush it, pick out some detail, and that would look rather good. Same with the instrument panel. The instrument panel I've seen a lot worse before, and again that's got some nice surface detail on it. Very nice. There's no decals for the instrument panel, I don't think, so that's going to be a case of you picking out the colour. So paint it black or whatever the colour is supposed to be, dry brush it to highlight the dials and what have you, and then a bit of detail painting to pick out the colour. Now there is an Edward zoom set for this, so that's a massive leap and would change it dramatically. Hopefully I'll be getting that, and again we'll compare kit to aftermarket when we're building it, and hopefully we'll have no problems. But again, nothing, no problems there at all. There's just no flash anywhere. I am really impressed by the lack of flash, because it was one thing I was expecting. But it's absolutely spotless. There's not a wisp of it anywhere, so it is very good. Top marks to Tarangus. Very, very nice. So hopefully this is going to go together with no real dramas at all, and be a nice simple build. We've got one loose part on the sprue which has come off unfortunately. We've got another one of the side parts of the fuselage, again with that nice rivet detail, as you can see there. So again, no problems there. We've got the afterburner nozzle. Nice interior detail in there. Actually, we go to the other close-up one for a kit part. Very, very nice in there. Really nice. Do like that. That's quite well detailed. And again, this is where the reverse thruster parts go. Got landing. I'm going to assume that's landing gear doors. And again, nice surface detail on those. Going to wash in there. They're going to pop. Again, another half of that fuel tank, and it looks like a bulkhead. And again, we've got the very, very small part, which will be for the wheels. If you can see, just behind my finger, my index finger here. Give it to focus. Come on, there we go. You can see the little pins which allow the wheels to literally poke through the wheels to hold them onto the landing gear. So again, no problems there. One loose part, which happens all the time, to be honest. Those front landing gear wheels are solid one piece. That's nice. Be nice and easy. Just clean up the seam, away you go. So again, another cracking sprue. Very nice detail. 3 more to go. Now, what do we got here? We've got another part of the engines, depicting the fan detail, which is really nice. Nicely crisply moulded inside, as you can see there. Got the front and rear landing gear legs. So I'm assuming they're the front. There will be the rear over here. Got the front landing gear bay, which again is very nice. A little bit of detail in there. You could scratch build it yourself, or maybe there's a detail set for it coming out, or there is out. That make it a bit more interesting. But to be honest, it doesn't look too bad at all. More landing gear bay doors. We've got more landing gear parts, and this is where you can usually tell, because these are the smaller parts. It will pick up flash usually. And again, looking at those, I take you right into those. I can't see 1 ounce of flash on any of those parts at all. So top marks to Tarangus for that. It's absolutely superb. Got another fuel tank. I assume it's a drop tank. Can't tell, to be honest, at the minute. But again, very clean, very crisply moulded. There's no bearing. There's no marks anywhere. Got a pitot tube. There again, you get an aftermarket one for it. We'll probably go with the kit one. Like I said, there's a few aftermarket parts on the way to me. Not 100% sure what is on the way to me yet, because they're coming direct from the manufacturers. But like I say, we'll compare kit to aftermarket as we go, and we'll see what they look like. Now we've got another cockpit tub, slightly different to the other one, and another instrument panel. I'm not sure the idea behind that. If we come in again, you can see nicely detailed again. Plenty of buttons and switches to pick out and dry brush, and a wash will make them pop. Another bulkhead. Not sure what part that is at all. Another instrument panel there. So I'm not sure the idea behind this, what they're doing with that. Maybe it'll explain the instructions. But again, no flash on there, nothing. Nothing to rub or home. I'll tell you a lie, there's a tiniest little wisp here. Like literally, I can pick it off, yeah, with my fingers and it's gone. That's about the only part I've seen on the whole kit. So again, very nice. Very impressive injector pins. They're all out of the way. They're not going to cause you any problems at all. Even the injector pins are really crisp. Very crisp. I know you're not going to see them, but that is really good. So again, another cracking part. Second to last one, and this is the ejector seats. Now, plenty of resin seats out there for this. I've seen them built up. There's a little seam across the middle where you join them, just where you join the two halves. That's a little bit tricky to get rid of, but it's doable. And for a kit seat, they don't look too bad at all. The seat cushions are quite nice. Foot pedals aren't too bad. And like I say, for a kit part, that really isn't bad at all. Really can't complain, and I don't think you'd need aftermarket for that. I think you get away with the kit seats for that. It's quite impressive. Very nice again. Not even a hint of flash on there. Very nice, well impressed. Just superbly moulded. There's a lot of manufacturers could learn a lot about this company, and I'm not just saying that because we sell them. I'm seriously impressed by that. As soon as I opened the box, I was impressed. So it goes to show you. Clear parts. Now we have a loose part. Unfortunately, it's a seamless canopy, so you've not got much work involved. It's nice and clear. The clarity is really good. Let's have a look at the magnification. There's minimal distortion. There's a tiny bit on the front part of it, but it really isn't much. This one's just come off. Like I say, seamless, which is really nice. Nice and clear. And again, no real distortion. There's no real magnification either. And that's going to look really nice once, if you dip them or what you do to them, I don't know. I don't dip them, and I don't think that'll need it either. That's a really nice canopy. That could have been the weak point of the kit, but again, top marks. Really beautifully done. It's crystal clear. It's got a minimal amount, very minimal amount to it. Nothing to write home about. That's going to look cracking once it's on the kit. Showing the parts have come off loose, but they do from time to time. Most kits tend to do it. And again, you've got your navigation lights. There's what looks like the head-up display, I'm assuming there. And again, they're beautifully moulded. Crystal clear. Absolutely stunning. Rather impressed by the clear parts, which is quite nice. Like I say, if there's going to be a weak point, it's that. Now, sadly, that's all the sprues. There's no weapons included with the kit. There is an aftermarket weapon set, which I believe is on its way to me. So if you want weapons, you've got to order them separately. But not everybody wants to pick weapons, you know. It's one of those things. A lot of Hasegawa kits don't come with weapons. You have to buy them separately. So it's part of the course, really. Although it's nice to get them, it's just one of those things. Okay, on to the instructions. We have the last bag contains the instruction book, which is a very nice pamphlet sized instruction book. We'll get to that in a second. Got the decal sheet, which is nice and colourful, really pretty, and we've got the colour call out and the decal sheet call out. We go over this quickly. I'll show you this side. So you've got the normal. There's two different types of grey, so I think we've got 3 schemes in total, possibly 4. Just trying to look. I'd say there's probably 4 schemes in total you could choose from. 2 of these colour, 1 of this colour, and 1 with the disruptive splinter cam. This is the one I'll be doing. Absolutely love the look of this, and it's going to be an absolute nightmare to do, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run because I think it's the most interesting scheme out there. So it's a light grey over a dark green, light green, tan and black. So it's certainly going to be an interesting one to do because it's semi-splinter / digital camo kind of thing. So going to be a lot of masking tape involved in that. We've got the decal call outs inside. We've got the pylons as well, they're depicted there as well at the bottom. There's a few decals, there's not a massive amount. I'll just lay that there so you can see. There's not a huge amount to see or do, but it's going to keep you busy for a little while. There's certainly not, I wouldn't say there's more than 100, so it's quite easy to be honest compared to most jets. It's probably an afternoon's work. The decals look absolutely stunning. I'll just show you this side on as well, so you can get a good look at it. There you go. Really do love that camo scheme. Really can't wait to see it in that camo. It's going to look absolutely brilliant. The decals, by the looks of it, they're made in-house. They're not cartographed or anything, but they look really nice. They're nice and they're not glossy, they're not matte, they're like a satin. The carrier film doesn't look that thick at all. I love the big 38s, which that's going to have on my scheme. They're really colourful, almost day glow, fluorescent. Like I said, there's not a huge amount of decals on there. If I take you in a bit close so you can see them, I'll just scroll you across. You've got the Swedish markings there at the top. A few stencils. So there's not that many there. Keep you busy for a while, but it's certainly nothing to complain about at all. Like I say, probably an afternoon's work. What the quality of decals like, I'm not sure. We will find out when we're building it, but they should be good. They look rather nice. So I can't see any real problem with those going down at all. So very nice. The stencils are legible, they're in Swedish, so I haven't got a clue what they're saying at all. But they're there to illustrate what they are, and that's what they do. So again, very nice decals. Very, very nice indeed. Now the instruction book, a lot of information in this because I have looked at this, I perused it very quickly when I got the kit. On the front you've got a bit of information about the actual aircraft, which literally goes over at the aircraft. So what I'll do is I'll put that there. If you want to read it, pause it, have a little read, and we'll move on, because I'm not reading all that out because there's a lot there. But there's a good bit of information there about its short takeoff and landing capabilities, where it was used, because basically the Swedish hid a lot of these planes in the forest with hidden bunkers and what have you for the crews and the aircraft, for fear of being bombed at their airports and runways and what have you, to develop roadways for this. And that's why this plane was, well, I believe it was developed for short takeoffs, because it's a very, very powerful plane. And that's where that splinter cam comes from that I'll be using to hide it in the forest. So quite interesting. So like I said, have a read of that if you paused it. First page inside, we've got a sprue layout, which again is always handy. At the bottom we've got a bit of information about suggest rinsing the parts with soap and water for any release agents. Bit of warnings of plastic mold or glue, and nobody, well, not recommended for children under the age of 14 if not accompanied by an adult. So I don't know if that's just mental age or actual physical age, because if it's mental age, I'm screwed I think. Never mind. Right, bit of information on the painting. So you got information about the splinter camo, saying that all the Viggens were identical, etc, etc. There's plenty of pictures online, and they were faded and got weathered over the years, which is basically common sense. It gives the colours in Gunsagno Mistobi Aqueous, which is black, dark green, light green, tan, grey. And then the two-tone is a dark grey and a light grey, and a bare metal finish, which I believe is the wheel wells, a bare metal finish on this. It gives you the cockpit interior, which is H308, the seat cushions, the pedals tinted in aluminium, the rudder stick black, and there you go. Yeah, the wheel wells are different tones of natural metal finish. So it's cracking information on that first page, fantastic. And there's loads of pictures of the finished, well, not the finished article, the real article over on the Tarangus website, so it's worth a look. Hints and tips, tells you about a book on the Viggen, which I might try and buy actually, because I've always liked the shape of the Viggen and the Draken, but I know absolutely nothing about the aircraft at all. I just like to look at something, I'll model it, so I think I need to get a bit of information, so I might look for that book. So it tells you about the book, and then it tells you about Facebook. There's a Facebook page dedicated to the SAAB 37, which again is cracking information, brilliant. Top marks for that. That is really good information, quite impressed by that. Step 1, the ejector seats. You can see how these come together. We go to the overhead closer camera. So several steps there to get them together. Like I say, you're going to have a little bit of seam here where these two go together, but it's nothing drastic at all. onto the cockpit itself. Obviously if there's a zoom set, you need to refer to that instruction sheet as well, cross-reference them, because you're removing this raised detail to add the photo etch, etc, etc. And that's it. So there's about 4 components once built up in the cockpit, so it's not too busy, it's not going to be too difficult, it should build up quite quick, and it should look quite nice out of the box, and if you had any aftermarket it should really enhance it anyway. Onto the intakes. Like I said, the 2-part, they didn't look too difficult when Patrick was doing them, so it shouldn't be too troublesome at all. Onto the upper and lower front and rear top and bottom fuselage, which you can see here. Putting it all together, tells you where to drill holes if needed. Really nice, clear, concise instructions. Not busy at all, they're really easy to follow. There's the exhaust with the reverse vectoring nozzles, I suppose they are they? And it tells you fully closed when it's in reverse thrust. Normal position on ground is half shut by the look of it, and fully open obviously when in flight. So again, cracking bit of information. 2 sides of fuselage together, top and bottom together, lower section of the wings with the undercarriage parts, so the landing gear bays, and then attaching the whole upper fuselage to the wing itself. Bit of information on the other kits. You got both lanterns, the Sophia and the Tunen. I assume I'm saying that right. So a bit of information advertised in the middle. Onto the nose cone, which has got the intake part as well. I'm not sure where to tell them is that. Oh, I see, because there's 2 different parts to go in there. So I would add some weight. It does tell you the model is bound correctly to standard main landing gear. However, you plan to add aftermarket equipment, good idea to add some ballast in the nose to avoid the model becoming a tail sitter. I will definitely add a little bit of weight in there, not a lot, but just a bit in there to ensure that it doesn't end up a tail sitter, because it's a pain when that happens. Horizontal stabilizers there. Again, nice, clear, nothing too difficult. Onto the landing gear. Again, nice and clear, telling the directions things should face. That's a nice touch. For a little instruction book, there's a hell of a lot of information here, and it's really clear, really impressive instruction book. Onto the rear landing gear bays. That's quite a complicated landing gear system. I don't mean the build, I mean the actual real aircraft. There's a lot to there. That's going to look rather nice weathered up though. A little information here again. So I see where it's done. Gotcha. So what it's done, it's got the steps there, and it's enlarged step 23 here, so you can see it a bit better, and reversed it as well, so you can figure it out to the other side. So that's a nice touch as well, quite like that. Over here you got information saying inner doors were normally closed when the aircraft is parked, so the landing gear doors were in when the aircraft landing gear was down when it was parked. So again, getting the pylons on the wings right through. We just skip it forward. Canopy. It's only canopy open or canopy closed. Sensors and what have you on the outside. So really simple instructions, really impressive. For a little instruction book, there's a lot of information in there. Nice and clear and concise, well printed. That should be really easy to follow and shouldn't really give you any dramas whatsoever. So there you go. So there we go, guys. This is a Tarangus SAAB J37 Viggen. Like I say, myself and Lee are starting to stock these now, so they're over on our website. So if you want one, pop on over, have a look, buy one off us, see what you think, and go from there. I'm well impressed to have a new Viggen kit. I did consider buying the Hasegawa one a while back, but I'm glad I didn't now, because I believe it's a bit more awkward, complicated build than this one, so I'm glad I held on. So there we go. So I hope you liked the review. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys on the forum.